Something that I regret from my youth is only ever going to one school dance. Me and my best friend walked around the dance floor as everyone else got into a circle and danced to late 2010 hits, the dark gymnasium and me and my best friend awkwardly walking around the edge of the dance floor, the balloon gate and me and my best friend walking in a straight line, then turning around, then walking around the dance floor, the giant balls they hit around and me and my I planned on going to my senior prom for the sake of it, but due to a crazy little thing called a global pandemic, that didn't happen. I sometimes wonder what life would have been if I did. Wow. Well, time to play more dating sims. Hey, future me here. You can tell that it's me because I look like me. So, while editing this, I realized that I didn't like the way that I handled mental health in this next segment. In order to make a joke about how everybody already knows what happens in the game, I am dismissive of a character's mental health issues. I really want to talk about this game and there's not enough time for me to completely rewrite it before the day that I want this to be out, hopefully February 14th. So I'm just putting this out there. Also, if you want to avoid topics such as anxiety, depression, suicide, or spoilers for Doki Doki Literature Club, skip to here. Thank you for understanding. Doki Doki Literature Club is a cute little dating sim with absolutely nothing wrong with it. Released in 2017, this game features 4 anime girls for you to date and yada yada goddamn. Chances are, you already know this game in and out. This game was everywhere when it was first released. Let's plays from some of the biggest content creators, fan theories left and right, and countless memes about the most terrifying and devastating thing you will see in any game. But because of this, it's hard to play the game ideally. In a perfect world, you would go into this completely blind, only wanting to play a cute dating sim, ignoring all the literal warning signs, and going through the game in one sitting. Which is near impossible to do. I went into this game pretty much knowing the entire plot, but even then, it was still incredibly effective. I'm playing the updated version, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which has the base game, side stories, and a little bit of extras. This version was used so that the game could be available on consoles. This is the power of the PS5. Anyways, I'm ready to join the literature club with my good friend Sayori. She's such a good friend. I'm so glad that we're friends and nothing more. We meet 3 girls at the club. Yuri, the shy, intelligent girl who is super into books with deep and complicated lore, and is also the tallest female in the game. Natsuki, who is a blunt and arrogant girl but has a cute, softer interior. And girl 3, the third one. She's not important, nobody cares. We decide that we're going to write poetry to share with the rest of the group. Lust, email, graveyard, kawaii, anime, suicide, crimson, nightgown, anxiety, contamination, papa, mouse, giggle, tragedy, desire, lollipop, boop, insight, depression, judgment. Thank you. Whoa. I've been spending my time with Yuri at the club, reading together, feeding her chocolate, you know, all things that platonic friends normally do. She wants to sit by the wall to support her back due to her massive, fucking terrible reading posture. Wow, we're getting real close, both figuratively and literally. Ooh, this is getting me all hot and bothered. Ooh boy, lord. Oh! Get cockblocked by Monika. Oh! Get got. Oh! You're not allowed to make meaningful relationships. Oh! One of my favorite parts is actually reading all the poems. You can really hear their distinct writing styles and word choices when reading them, and get a deeper insight into their characters. Monika's writing tip of the day. Right. Sayori wants us to buy her a snack. So naturally, we harass her and make her feel insecure for being poor. Sayori wants to know if Yuri asked us to walk home with her, would we? Now, this is a pretty delicate situation. We don't want to lie to our good platonic friend, but we also don't want her to get upset. Reading her poems, it's clear that there's something going on with her and she's not letting us know, so it might be in our best interest to go about this with nuance and respect. Fuck you, I'm going with Yuri, you stupid bitch. We have to start planning for the festival. It's just days away. We could help with baking, or with banner making. Or let Sayori walk home alone today. Let's help Yuri out since we've been hanging out with her platonically and as nothing more than friends. We check up on Sayori, but she's not responding when we call for her. Oh, thank God she's still alive. Sayori's feeling rather depressed. Anyways, Yuri comes over and we start making the banners. She sets up some aromatherapy, stabs me with one of her very sharp knives, we exchange fingers and mouths. You know, all things that platonic friends normally do. Sayori sees us and she's really happy that we're making friends. Oh, that's so sweet. You will always be my dearest friend. It's the day of the festival, and we haven't seen or heard from Sayori. Oh, Monika has a poem for us. It was written by Sayori. Oh no. I should probably go check up on Sayori now. Sayori? You better not be leaving me hanging. Ha 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 ha. Eventually, we're left with just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. A little bit of Monika. Just Monika. The sun. Just Monika. 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 Just Monika, brother. So that was Doki Doki Literature Club. So that was Doki Doki Literature Club. So that was Doki Doki Literature Club. So that was the Donk. So that was DDLC. There's a true ending, but I think I prefer to end it here. Even though I already knew all the story beats, all the psychological horror elements, and the eventual fates of all the characters, it was still terrifying to play through. It threw a ton of curveballs at me, like when it knew I was recording it. This is honestly one of my favorite games of all time now. It takes the visual novel genre and subverts expectations to create this perfect horror experience. But as a dating sim, it fucking sucked. Whew. After that, I could use a drink. No. Have you ever wanted to take sensual pictures of cans while they moaned? What do you mean, yes? Well, I guess only Can's thirst date is for you. This is a game where you spray and take pictures of cans with a Devil May Cry style ranking system. It's a very simple game that is entirely carried by the in-depth lore and this. Each can has a description of when they were made, their personality, and their likes and dislikes. Take Cherry Pop for example. She hates golf. Instant turn off. There's a surprising amount of lore here. For example, the company got bought out by an off-brand competitor and started making sodas under the original brand, creating flavors like pineapple pizza, tangy ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise. Who would want to drink a soda that tastes like condiments? Put it down. Even the cans have consistent lore. They'll have other cans in their likes and dislikes, like she's blueberry tart and she's juicy melon. Both have one half of a BFF necklace. Lesbian lovers? Ooh.
Well, it was marginally better than my husband.
That's all I strive to be.
Spray me, Daddy.
Why, of course, son. Some of my favorites being the clown one.
This pizza's about to get tall.
4 cheese.
Talk curdy to me.
Veggie broth.
What's your favorite vegetable? Mine's the aubergine.
Sardines.
Meaty.
Cheeky bit of pod.
Cheeky bit of food.
And raw meat. So, the main issue I have with the game is the hole. Whenever I see it, I can only ever think about putting my dick in that, and I think we should move past this and let it escape from our collective unconscious. Up next is Monster. Ew, gross, yucky. Prom. This is like the dating sim. If you ever wanted to simulate dating, this would be it. It has everything. Monster, prom, LGBT options, and multiplayer. You can date hot monster adults. We attend spooky high school and only have a few weeks to court our potential date for the potential prom, which might turn into kinetic sex or something. There's Miranda Vanderbilt, a fish princess who is as cute as she is genocidal. I'm sold. We choose what we do that day, increase some stats, and end it with a unique scenario to which we can select dialogue options. Rinse and repeat. It won't come off. This game is really funny. Sometimes it can border on like funny meme reference humor. One of the lunch events has you making memes. But most of the time, the humor is very good, and I positively lolled out loud. Ah yes, the gloating spoon, the most distinguished of utensils. What's a gloating spoon? Well, of course you wouldn't know. Oh yes, of course, the gloating spoon. It is the only way for me to eat my soup du jour and tears of the lower class. Ho 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 ho. I'm better than you. Eventually, Miranda likes me enough and we get to go to the prom. Yay. I noticed as I played that my choices lined up more with Vera, the girl boss Medusa goth mommy businesswoman. If only this game was replayable. Well, this game has tons of secret endings, unique scenarios, and funny characters to keep your interest. And there's 2 more games, Monster Camp and Monster Road Trip. Finally, I can go on a road trip with monsters. This was by far the best dating sim I have ever played, but the prom was just one splash screen of Miranda covered in blood. And even though this was 100% what I would have wanted out of prom, I feel it may be lacking in my particular needs. You know Rivals of Aether? It's a fun platform fighter akin to Smash, but it's mainly known for
That's all right here.
But did you know that Rivals of Aether has original fighters? Well, I didn't believe it either, but there they are. Each character is a mix of an animal and one of 4 elements. Water, earth, fire, and air. There are some really cool characters. Zetterberg, Crag, Orkane, just to name a few. Seriously, all these characters are really cool. But can I date them? Lovers of Aether is a dating sim set in the Rivals universe, where you take these iconic characters to the big homecoming dance. The big homecoming dance is coming up. Do you have a date for the big homecoming dance? Well, you better get a fucking date for the big homecoming dance. So, my only reservation with the game is that the designs, they're, kinda young. This takes place during high school, and I am far beyond those years, so absolutely no funny business will happen. What is your name? It's the man. Yep, that's me. The man. Our goal for today is to pick someone to go to the big homecoming dance, and, you know, not too many people stand out to me. There's Orkane, the prankster, but I would bet he would smell like fish more than a normal person would smell like fish. Then there's Raster, the coolest bird there is, who just says the darndest things. Zetterberg, the captain of the football team, and Forceburn, the edgy loner poem sad boy. No thanks. And then, when all hope seems lost, the new girl shows her face. Claren. She is just as awkward as we are. She sounds like a terrorist. Like, I'm not joking. She won't tell us where she is from and says it's classified and trusts us with a secret. It sounds like terrorist talk to me. Sorry for bumping into you. I'm just so awkward. Oh, that? Yeah, I'm definitely not putting bombs in the classroom. Teehee, I'm so quirky. We go through the day going from class to class, failing tests, bombing our presentations, and talking to people in the halls. I've talked to Orkane the most, and he's a bit of a prankster, I'll tell you that. Hey Claren, what are you up to? Oh, definitely not putting explosives around. I'm so quirky and not a terrorist, teehee. For some reason, the last class of the day is just playing a game. I partnered up with Orkane for this. And he won't stop talking about pranks. It's the last day of class and it's time to ask Claren to the big homecoming dance. And she accepts. Another win for the boys. Woo, yeah, alright, yeah, cool, yeah, haha, yeah, alright, man, yeah, man. Okay, so this is the part of the game where she reveals that she is actually from the future. Oh. And I got all dolled up for nothing. At least I still get to go to the big homecoming dance. Worth it.